The searing heat in Europe is incapacitating the continent's hydropower plants. The situation has prompted the authorities to rethink new techniques to adapt water power as global warming accelerates. Temperatures soaring above 40 degrees Celsius across much of Western and Southern Europe has drastically reduced the water levels. This has forced hydro plants to curb their power output. Some have diverted water elsewhere, and others are even manning to shut down entirely. The situation in Italy is particularly dire. It relies on hydropower for roughly 1/5 of its electricity. Reduced water levels are particularly severe in Italy's north. Hotter water temperatures also affect the generation of plant cooling systems. All these factors have forced the Italian electricity distribution company to shut several hydropower stations and divert precious water reserves for other purposes like irrigation. Broadly, the two most common forms of hydropower in Europe are run over river plants. They rely on continuous water flow from a river to generate power and a reservoir storage to store water behind a dam and releases it in a controlled way to produce electricity. These run-off river plants have been hit the hardest this summer as river water levels dropped. Plus, reservoir stocks are also at low levels in most countries. Spain and France were at their lowest in more than 20 years in July. Hydropower output in Western Europe dropped 20% in the second quarter of this year compared to an average year. Then we have climate change, which makes higher temperatures more likely in the coming years. All of these factors combined are forcing hydropower companies to consider ways to adapt. The aging hydro plants are not equipped to handle high water temperatures and dramatically changing seasonal patterns. There is also limited land to build new hydropower stations. But that doesn't mean hydropower will go extinct. European hydropower plants are historically designed to operate with a minimum water flow, and engineers are now working to extend this operating range. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.